Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to today's Zoom session. Today, basically, the topic is correlation between insulin resistance and feeding time. The two aspects of the diet. Either you have a balanced diet and have enough gap between meals or snacks that you allow the stomach to digest the complete food or the snack that you have taken, or you reduce the feeding time. Now, when you have not reduced the feeding time and you rely more on the diet, and your feeding time is, let's say, approximately 12 hours, what generally happens is we are unable to keep track of time. Unless you are in a job where there is a very demarcated breakfast time, lunch time, snacks time, tea time, uh, and that is actually advantage as well as disadvantage, because the moment there is a tea time, you feel like having something along with the tea. And if you are on fast, those particular timings will you will suffer from the cravings. So the idea of limiting the feeding time is much better, because there is no insulin spike in the body, and gradually over a period of time, let's say even if you have a 12-hour feeding window, within 3 months all the benefit parts of it are visible, as well as one can experience them. What happens much better is, after 12 hours of feeding time, your body automatically feels less craving, you have less hunger pangs, and you are in a after 3 months you have the courage and the conviction to go ahead with reducing the feeding time. However, when it is normal balanced diet, firstly you have to think of the food. Okay, now I have to eat this, and you want to balance it accordingly. Your whole diet is controlled, and you are always in a state of confusion. But when it is a feeding time, when you have taken a control of the feeding time, you have brought it down to 6 to 8 hours. That is the time only when the insulin will be secreted by the body. So you have automatically limited the insulin secretion. So this feeding time and the insulin spike are actually related with the amount of carbs or the other sweet things that you intend to take in your meal, or carbohydrates. Now, for example, how does the insulin limit and the secretion occurs? Near duodenum, there is something like a fingers. There are sensors on the complete channel which is there. So as the food passes through the duodenum, after having digested in the food, this senses the amount of sugar and other things in the food, and this signal is goes to the brain. From brain it comes to pancreas, and then accordingly, as per the food, the insulin is secreted in the blood. Now, if it is a feeding time which has been reduced, and let's say 8 hours, so 16 hours you're not having anything except water. So when the water passes through it, it doesn't get any sensation of any sweet or anything. So insulin is not released. So gradually, over a period of 3 months, you have become a bit more sensitive to insulin. And this bit more sensitivity to insulin decreases the insulin secretion, thus increasing your sensitivity every day. 12 hours feeding time, 3 months will get you to a stable level. You probably your glucose levels, if you're diabetic, will come down. All other ailments, they will start. You will start recovering. You will start recovering because the body will get enough time to remove the toxins from the body, which are a major source of inflammation, and inflammation is a source of any disease. So this two correlation I wanted to bring out. Now that is why you must have seen we have 4 groups. One is a 12 hours feeding group. One is 3 meals and 2 snacks, 3 meals to 2 meals, 2 meals to 1 meal, and then we have a 72 hours water fasting. But this will not happen all of a sudden or immediately, if you take this, okay, I'll go on a 72-hour fast now, it can be dangerous because the body is not tuned to it. So you got to tune it and reach that level. So this correlation aspect I have covered. The second aspect, which has been being asked again and again, is about the millets. Now, millets, again, we are used to roti, dosa, idli, uh, chawal, and which is a normal diet in our country. So you don't have to immediately change all the meals. If you prepare idli dosa in your home, better to replace the rice gradually. If you make, let's say, idli batter with 2 cups, add 1 cup of millet in the same batter. Now, by doing so, what you're doing is you're basically increasing the fiber in your idli and dosa. Once you get used to it, then shift to 2 cups and remove the rice from that. Similarly, roti. In case of roti, you first try it out. Just try it out with a small batter and then gradually shift to the roti. Try if you mix this millet with your normal wheat flour, initially there will be a problem. You probably will fight kneading the flour. But even if that happens, you can your shift has to be gradual. There are few millets from which you can even make parathas. You can make chapatis, puri. So try and shift to a particular paratha or puri which is easily doable. Otherwise, what will happen is you will try roti, which happens generally happens with the dosa. The first time you tried to make dosa, it never came up well. It took you about 5-6 times of practice and then learning the right amount of heat when you of the tawa, the right consistency of the batter, and most important, the right number of days before a batter is ready to use as a dosa. Otherwise, the moment first day, generally first day, 24 hours overnight fermentation, the batter is very good for idlis. You leave it, and on the second day, the dosa comes up very well. Or you will have to increase the water content, get its consistency a bit thin, and your dosas will come out fine. As far as the dinner portion is concerned, since these millets are high in fiber, I would advise you start with the breakfast. And in one of the updates, I have given you a complete ratio. For the kneading of the flour, you can use 1:1. For making it like for rice, you can use it 1:4 or 1:3. Actually, it is 1:3.5 somewhere. You can straight away go for 1:4, and if you feel it is the water content is required more in your house, add more, or you want it dry like a pulao. So I think it will be in 4 you can make it. I generally, in our house, we cook in an earthen pot. You can go in for an open pot. The millets are available in 2 types, like they are either a flour or they are in the whole grain. So whole grains, you can actually make anything. You can make upma also. The same rice that you are cooking, actually, if you increase the water, it will become like they will stick together. If they stick together, you prepare your vegetables and other things on a separate utensil, and once it is done, you just pour it into your vegetables and your upma is ready. Now for poha, you require flakes, which are available. This poha of millets, which are available, you don't require them to soak. You don't even require them actually to add water to it. You just prepare the vegetables in a utensil or a kadhai, and once your vegetables are cooked, you just put your poha, dried poha, and just sprinkle a few drops of water, because the vegetable would have released a lot of water, and accordingly you can build up the consistency rather than making it so adding more water will give that sticky feeling. The beauty part of the poha is if it goes wrong, it becomes upma. So there is a thin line between this both of them. The other thing about millets is amli. Amli basically is fermented millets. The procedure is same. And that is the easiest thing to do because the ratio is very good. It is 1:10. You take 1 cup of millet, any millet of those 5 positive millet, add 10 cups of water. But now the procedure is a bit different. You first soak the millets in water and about into three parts. Like you have 1 cup, put 3 cups of water in that and let it soak in a different bowl or something. And in the meantime, you place the 7 cups to boil. Once it has started boiling, then you pour the millets into it. And in about 15-20 minutes on sim, when once the boil is there, you sim the stove, and on that it will cook in next 15-20 minutes. How to check it? Simple. You take a spoon and check whether the whole grain has been cooked or not. If it is not cooked, you will get that stony feeling in the grain. Once it is cooked, let it cool down at the room temperature and leave it overnight. You don't have to add any starter or anything to that for it to ferment. It will get automatically for the overnight when it is kept. Initially, because of the temperature going down in these days, it may take a longer. So it's better to for next day's breakfast. It's better to prepare it during the lunchtime a day prior and leave it because it will require a longer time. Or even if you leave it for overnight, next day morning, you can actually make out. It'll initially you'll be a bit hesitant whether the taste is okay or not. Leave the taste. You take it as a medicine. Why medicine? Because it is already fermented to some stage. Let's say stage 4, 5, 6, 7, and it has got some fermentation. Even if it has not got fermentation, it is still a fibrous food. So that is the first thing that you start with. The other thing, I think I'll take on questions now because of the repeated things. And what happens is generally when the discussion starts, the number of updates which go up are much higher and many people lose out on the important aspect. So I think in the next 1 week, it is more on just one simple aspect, and that is getting your feeding time down. Whatever is your feeding time, we should be able to take control of it. If it is 12 hours, fine. If it is 10 hours, fine. 8 hours, okay. You have to be consistent with that feeding time for next 3 months. Yes, someone has already been on this less feeding time and intend to progress further, that you may please go ahead. Now, I'll tell you the way how to do it basically. If you have, which I've already explained in the group also, gradually skip a meal or a snack, and you keep skipping a meal, and that way shorten your feeding time. I am on 1 meal a day for last about, I think, 2 months or 3 months. So if you feel that today I'm sitting in front of you, I haven't had anything, I've been drinking water, yes, an occasional tea or something infused water with like jeera or the methi infused water, and my energy levels don't go down. I don't even think of that my energy levels are going down because I haven't changed my routine. I follow all those things. I am in the garden for 2 hours in the sun using spade and pickaxe and doing everything, watering the plant in the garden here, which I have, and on the terrace, everywhere I'm moving around. It never tires me up because I am very firm in my stand that I have to eat only once. If I'm feeling very hungry, I will just go in for one banana or an orange. So you got to just remember simple thing. You are not looking after yourself. Your body, 50% of your body is the microbes in your gut. If you just eat for yourself, these gut bacteria will trouble you. So you have to eat for yourself. You have to eat for the gut bacteria. And the best food for the gut bacteria is fiber. The fiber is in everything. Now, what happens is the moment I lay stress on a particular point, you intend increasing that in your diet. Don't do that. You have banana, you have guava, you have pomegranate, you have avocado. Whatever you're eating, whatever good seasonal fruit you're eating, it has a reasonable amount of fiber in it. Then the millets have fiber in it. The good bacteria is in the fermented food. Water, 2.5 liters of water you are drinking daily. You are making the body environment very idle to start functioning. Because of our bad lifestyle or bad choice of food, the balance of gut bacteria has become is no more a balance. It's the imbalance. So we're getting it back. I think I have finished for the day, and I am ready to take on any question now. Not particularly to this topic or whatever you have. That's a good day. If you, I think, don't have any questions, then we can actually close the meeting.
Excuse me, sir. I'm on water fast today and I'm feeling very hungry. What to do?
Drink
I
water,
had
ma'am.
fruits. Yeah, I
Ma'am,
had
what,
water just now.
you
Uh,
are on water fast for how long?
since morning, I had fruits once. You said na ki we can have fruits twice a day. So around 12:30, I had fruits and nuts.
Ma'am, do something which you haven't been doing for last 1 week. When you do a fast, you cut down on something. When you say 24 hours water fast, you are drinking water only for total 24 hours. If you had fruit, you drink water. Like it is no more a Karwa Chauth worth when you don't even drink water. Like if I tell you I had a dry fast for 24 hours, then I had a 2 days. I'm now actually on water fast. So you have to train your body. You have to train yourself, build up that particular courage of conviction and tell yourself that I have to kill that bad bacteria. But don't strain yourself. You have you if you intend taking fruit, be on one particular fruit. Let's say you be on banana only, or you be on oranges only. That will help you a lot.
Okay, okay. Yeah.
Because
Fine, but I
generally,
had fruits in the morning. I
no,
had
no,
two.
no issue, ma'am. Generally, bananas are associated with that you will put on weight or you will get anything. Banana is the best fruit available 365 days and the best fruit to start your day. Best fruit to start your day. A simple reason being it has got a balance of each and every nutrient in itself. And the second one is guava. So if you are water fasting and you haven't been able to increase the time, like you were feeling very hungry, and let's say, when did you have your fruit?
Around 12:30.
Fantastic. Now you had around 12:30. Okay, so your first bite is at 12:30. Now your water fast has ended, but you have reduced or increased your this time.
Which time?
The fasting time on water. Like what was the last bite yesterday?
Last night, yesterday. Yeah, I was late. I had an outing last night, so It was around 9:30, you can say.
Okay, so from 9:30 to 12:30 today, you water fasted.
Okay, okay,
So that was 12 plus 3, 15 hours.
okay.
So this 15 hours, you have to increase it to 24 hours. Now you don't have to do this water fast daily. You can do it once in a week. Once you start doing it once in a week, and gradually after a
So
month,
your voice
you
is like signals are weak.
can you hear me now, ma'am?
Yeah, yeah.
I said you can start with once in a week, 24 hours fasting. Now you have come to a point where you have fasted for 15 hours. Gradually increase this to 16, 17 in 4 such trials or 5 trials. Like say there is some festival or there is some important date that you intend to fast. You fast on that. But basically, you have to be a one particular day, dedicate one particular day for water fasting. Today you have fasted for 15 hours. Next time, try to increase it to 16. Try to increase it to 17 and reach a stage of 18. Once you start doing 18, then stick to 18 hours of dry fasting once a week for about 2 months. Once you have done that, then increase the frequency in a week. Make it twice a week, and make it alternate day. Don't do continuously. Make 2 days like Monday and Wednesday. The moment you do it Monday you are feeling fine. Let's say after 3 months, increase it to 36 hours. Keep increasing this time and be consistent in the time that you have done. Are you getting me, ma'am?
Yeah, I'm getting it, but I'll keep on eating your head.
Ma'am, the thing is, unless until you put millets in your one meal, what happens with millet, the best advantage of millet is besides fiber is it is C4 synthesis, photosynthesis. The C4 photosynthesis, what it does is it takes a longer time to break down, longer time to digest, longer time to not digest, longer time to break down, and longer time to get the necessary nutrients from it. This keeps you satiated for a longer time. So if when you get onto the one meal a day, let's say in about 2 months time, what you intend doing is some portion of your food in the that one meal should be fibers.
Like some portion means millets.
Pardon, ma'am?
Some portion should be fiber means ki millets or and then
Millets. Yeah,
uh,
like
salads and
you
all.
you are fond of dal, chawal, roti, supposing. So one day add instead of rice, normal rice, you add millets, and
Sir,
some
I
days.
am on millet diet for I'm on already on a millet diet for the
Oh,
last 2
fine.
days.
Then it's okay, ma'am. Then it's okay. Then I think you
Yes.
are used to it. Your fasting time will increase, and you will be able to do it much better.
Okay. Abhi, like I don't have that confidence now because
Ma'am, confidence will come.
okay. So there was no sound, no network.
Yeah, next question, please.
So can I ask one question?
Go ahead, ma'am.
So I have been taking lime water in the morning every day, warm water with one lime in it. Now 4 years back I had a knee pain, so I did an X-ray, and then the doctor told me it is an onset of osteoarthritis. And after that I was doing a lot of knee exercises, so it stopped. And now Since few days again, I got right knee pain. So is it because of that lime water that I have every day in the morning?
You had, what did you observe? Dryness of?
No, I had a pain in the knee 4 years back.
Okay.
So I was told that is because of, after taking X-ray, it was found that it is because of osteoarthritis.
Okay.
And then now after like, I've been doing knee exercises, but last few days I'm having right knee pain. So somebody was suggesting that because you're having lime water in the morning, this is happening.
No, ma'am, it doesn't happen that way. Lime water will not go in your knees, ma'am. The lime water, there's an inflammation in your knees. Now, what is
Yeah,
the cause of that inflammation? We have to find out that. Now, since you have already been diagnosed with osteoporosis, that means the calcium is coming out from the
osteoarthritis.
osteoarthritis. Okay.
OA, huh.
Whatever it is, that means the calcium from the bones, calcium is leaving the bones.
Yeah,
Okay. Are you on calcium supplements, ma'am?
no.
Have you increased the calcium specific diet?
I'm not focused on my diet in that way. I do take D3 sometimes, D3 supplement, but that's for D3, of course.
Ma'am, feeding time.
Feeding time is 12 hours.
Okay. Water intake.
At least 2 liters.
Ma'am, at least 2 liters. That means you are not very sure. At least it should be, I have more than 2.5 liters, ma'am.
8 glasses at least I have in a day or something.
Ma'am,
8 to 10.
2.5 liters daily.
Okay.
I had put up the tablet also, 1500, and all that calculation I had done, where all it goes, 2.5 liters is the basic minimum requirement of the body.
Okay.
So, water intake you have to increase, ma'am. And now, are you diabetic?
Actually, it's like, what do you say, I think, because my HB1AC was 6.6.
Ma'am, you will
the
have
last,
to. Okay, I got it now. The
yeah,
start of diabetes is actually the reason for everything that you are undergoing, ma'am. Firstly, the pain has
okay,
started. Use castor oil compression on that.
okay,
You will have to get your feeding time down to 8 hours.
reduced. 8 hours, huh? Okay.
Yeah. And the time is, ma'am, 6 months.
For 6 months.
Yes, in 6
Okay.
months.
Acha, gradually, okay.
Gradually, ma'am. From
Okay,
12, you come down 12 to 11 and a
10.
half, 11, then
Okay.
gradually come to a time. Now, whatever the change that you're doing, it should not be today it was 12, tomorrow 11, then 10, 9. No. You gradually
Okay.
reduce it per week, ma'am.
And sir, then I can continue with my lime water in the morning.
Now, I'll come to that, ma'am. You
Okay.
gradually reduce your feeding time. Your aim should be to reach 8 hours
8
in 6 months.
hours.
Yeah.
Sure.
The,
Okay.
the problem is, ma'am, that we get focused on a particular symptom, not realizing everything is being done because of the insulin resistance, ma'am.
Okay, sir. Got it.
Insulin resistance is causing all this.
Okay.
So you
Yeah,
will have
there is
to,
inflation on my right knee.
that is because do you prefer milk and milk products?
I have tea with milk and I have curds.
Curd is fine, ma'am. Curd is not an issue.
Okay.
If you can manage kefir, it will be better. Otherwise, reduce your milk intake, ma'am.
Okay,
And
so milk intake is only milk in the tea and nothing else.
that's what I'm saying, ma'am. Tea additive is inflammatory, and in that you are adding
Milk.
the milk. So
Okay.
what you do is that also again it should be not all of a sudden.
Okay.
And the best way to make tea actually is not boiling the tea leaves, ma'am. So if you can do that, they call it tea liquor. You have your hot water, pour it
Okay.
from a sieve which contains tea leaves,
Acha. Okay, got it.
and add 1 spoon, 2 spoon of milk, whatever is comfortable for you. You will
Okay.
start liking that tea. I hope you are off sugar, ma'am.
Yes, mostly other than some chocolates.
Chocolate is going for dark chocolate only, ma'am, and one piece of it.
Okay, sir.
It's not that very, and that is a pure dark chocolate.
Cocoa. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Pure dark means above 75%.
Yeah, ma'am. And refined oil, ma'am. Consumption refined oil.
No, I am using only cold pressed oil since last few years.
Okay. Which one, ma'am?
Cold pressed, I mean some lady in my building is selling. Yeah, I use sunflower or then I use I keep changing safflower or what else?
Ma'am,
Groundnut.
ma'am, please
Yes.
remove vegetable seeds oil.
Vegetable seed oil means not to use sunflower.
Not to use sunflower, ma'am. It's
Okay.
better to
Groundnut.
groundnuts also out, ma'am. It's better the mustard oil, ma'am. And if you can get it with
Mustard
the
oil.
kachi ghani mustard oil.
Kachi ghani mustard. Okay,
Huh.
okay.
That is again is that those
Cold pressed only, no? It is.
cold pressed only, ma'am.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Mustard oil, no? Okay.
Mustard oil
Okay,
for
sir.
cooking, ma'am, and
Okay, sir.
bit of desi ghee. Either you shift to desi ghee
For cooking.
for cooking also, ma'am.
Acha, okay.
If you can do that, that will help you a lot, because primarily the problem is with the refined oil, ma'am. Now, refined sugar, refined oil, anything refined is actually troubling. Now, have you introduced millets in your diet, ma'am?
Yeah, we use jowari or that ragi.
Ma'am, ragi is again on a plus side. If you introducing, it's better to go in for those 5 millets, which are positive grains. I have shared Dr. Khadir Wali's book. It has got
Okay.
5 positive grains. Pick up any one of them. Pick up the
Okay, sir.
sama ke chawal, which we are used to it and we have been eating it, and switch over to that.
Okay, fine. I'll do that. I'll check and I will order.
Yeah, the rice and wheat, the sooner you leave it, it is better.
Okay, sir.
Now the lemon water. Now the lemon water, if you're having every day for the last 3 years, 4 years, 1 month, 2 months, you should change, man.
Yeah, many years actually.
You cannot just tell your body कि okay ये नींबू ले ले भाई पूरे दिन का काम कर लेना नहीं वो the body is again like us only. It's lazy actually. What happens is the moment you are having lemon for more than 30 days, the body will make a hormonal change.
Oh,
So idea is to have it for 1 week. 1 week, every week, what happens? You can keep a track of it. You have your kettle also. Like I use a separate kettle for my morning infusion. Whole week, if it is ajwain, I put ajwain in the kettle itself. So I don't have to bother.
okay,
Ajwain,
okay.
ajwain, jeera, methi, hara dhania, mint, that is pudina.
Pudina. Yeah, yeah.
These are the spices. Then other than that, you can even have green vegetable infusion now.
Okay, so like cucumber and all.
Cucumber is much better too if you have it for the salad. Like those green leaves, you have methi, again methi, dhania. You can have
Okay.
that infusion water also. Now I've named so many. Now if
Yeah.
every week if you change, you will have a change, and you have 2 or 3 weeks. You can keep changing. The whole thing can be again followed.
Okay, got it, sir.
And in the Khadir Wali book, there are about I think 100 odd herbs and spices mentioned.
Okay.
So you can pick up from there whatever is available. You can use. But one simple thing is you cannot have the same thing more than 30 days.
Okay, sir.
And lemon water is helpful only. It is not nothing to do with the calcium.
And so, thank you, sir, so much. And just one more thing. Is it required to take calcium supplements?
Never,
Okay, thank God I'm not taking.
never. There is an update in the group on which I have written a big update on calcium. If you are taking calcium update, you will suffer more.
Okay, sir. Okay, I've not been taking. Anyways, I'll check those messages once again.
Yeah, I'll repost that.
Thank you so much, sir.
Okay. Yeah, anyone?
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Good afternoon. I just wanted to have ask that you mentioned about in order to have good gut bacteria balance, we can have fermented food like pickles and amli. So besides that, can we have like cow curd or chach or South Indian food once in a while?
Ma'am, fermented food one should have daily. Having charge, if you are very sure of the milk and the curd, that is the best thing.
Okay.
But if you are diabetic, avoid it.
No, I'm not diabetic. So if I take some curd, like good quality curd and
Yes,
charge
yes,
it,
yes,
it's
yes,
okay.
yes. It's beneficial, ma'am. Take it before in the breakfast or the lunch.
Okay, sir.
And if you recollect, our Dadi Nani never gave us curd in the night.
Yes, sir.
So उनकी बात अभी भी मानेंगे.
जी जी. And the South Indian food sometimes.
Daily, ma'am. Daily have it for breakfast.
Okay. Right, sir.
The only problem with South Indian food is more of ghee and other thing that we add in the dosa or the masala that we put. That is bad, man.
Hmm.
So you have to be a bit careful on that thing. And I think idli is the best.
Okay, sir. And sir, just one more thing for good bowel movement, sir. What do you like? You mentioned castor oil at night, like so.
Ma'am, if you have those one of the millets, have you
Yes,
tried millets?
sir. I'm taking millets every day for many months, sir.
Which millet are you taking?
The barnyard intake, and we keep changing. But
That means if you are on millets, your water intake is less than 2.5 liters.
yes, sir, it is not like 2.5, it is around 2 liters.
Ma'am, so the mere fact you are on millet in any case require more of water.
Okay. At least, like, sir, I'm not completely on millets, like, at least one diet I have in a day. Because some wheat I'm also consuming because in family
No,
they are consuming.
that is not an issue. But your water intake has to increase, ma'am. Because uh, then only that particular process of absorption of the necessary nutrients, other things. If the water intake goes down, that will lead to the constipation or other issues with your bowel movement. Otherwise, if you are having uh, enough of fiber, there should not be any issue of bowel movement. Bowel movement will get only be there will be a problem when the water intake is less, or you're drinking water between the meals or you're drinking water immediately after the meal, or you're taking water before the meals, then the problem will occur of constipation. Otherwise, if you're just drinking water 40 minutes before the meal, no water during the meal, and
Yes.
2 hours after the meal, constipation will never happen.
Okay, sir. I'm maintaining 1 hour time after meal and before also, but I have to like increase the time further after taking meals.
Definitely, ma'am. Any digestion process will take 3 to 4 hours.
Okay.
That is what is causing you constipation. If I can make out. Just a moment, ma'am.
Okay.
Hello. अच्छा बाहर आ गए हो क्या? आप यहाँ पर आ जाइए एरो रेजिडेंसी में. किसके? हाँ तो बड़ी मस्जिद के पास आओ, फिर ईपीएस स्कूल है, ईपीएस स्कूल से आके सीधे हाथ पे मुड़ जाना और 200 मीटर पे ही उल्टे हाथ पे एरो रेजिडेंसी का बोर्ड लगा हुआ है. 10 नंबर गेट के पास वाले ही पहला घर है. Sorry, I got 4 calls from an unknown number and it happened to be the delivery boy. Yeah, ma'am.
Right, sir. I got it. Like I mean, water intake and take time of taking water after meals has to be
Yeah,
increased.
ma'am. The water, the moment you, yeah, I was on that digestion time. If you take water after 1 hour after your meal, the digestion process, the juices in the stomach will get diluted. The moment juices get diluted, your digestion time is increasing. The digestion time is increasing is what is calling you the bowel movement problem.
Sir, whenever I feel thirsty, like super thirst actually after 1 hour, so I take some water. So otherwise, like I try to avoid it till like as much as I can.
No,
But
no, ma'am. Yeah, since you have got developed this problem, you will have to delay. Actually, the right time is 2.5 hours.
okay,
Now, I generally recommend 40 minutes and 2 hours.
yes, sir.
So at least you can try it for a week, and
Okay,
you will get the difference.
right, sir.
Yes.
All right. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Welcome.
Hello, sir.
Hello,
Hello.
ma'am.
Hello, sir. Our 6 hours feeding time should be our main goal for healthy life.
Main goal is, ma'am, 72 hours water for a chronic disease. Hello. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
If you have a chronic disease,
Uh,
the goal is 72 hours of water fasting, ma'am.
okay.
What is your health issue?
No, I don't have any issue, but I'm I'm asking for a healthy life.
For a healthy
Perfect.
life, for a healthy life, ma'am, the most ideal feeding time is 12 hours.
12 hours.
12 hours with a gap
Okay.
of minimum 4 hours between the meals and snacks.
Okay. Okay.
So that you're given enough time for the digestion to happen, and then you're taking the next meal.
Okay. Okay.
And
Thank you, sir.
if some problem exists, then you can actually reduce it. Otherwise, 12 hours is perfect. If you do 12 hours feeding time for 3 months, the body has got enough time to digest everything, take out all the good nutrients, absorb it, and has got enough time to remove the toxins.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much.
Give me a moment. I think I'll have to just pick up a delivery. 735-904. Sorry, it was unexpected delivery. Yeah. Any other question, please?
Sir, I have yet another question. Like you said that I have already water fasted for 15 hours today.
Okay.
Yeah. So now I am still consuming water after the fruits. So now what should I take as a meal? Fruits or millets?
Ma'am, it's not matter of fruits or millets. I think we are confusing the whole thing. You are on water fast for 15 hours. 15
Till
hours.
12. Maybe I am still on water.
Ma'am, you had your first bite.
Yeah.
You had your fruit. So the water
Fine.
fast is finished.
Okay, done.
Now, if you are doing only for health reasons, you can actually have your meal in the night before sunset. And till then, whenever you feel hungry, you can go in for fruits.
Yeah, I'm doing it for health reasons only.
Yeah. So as I mentioned before, you have to now gradually increase this 15 to the 15 hours to 18 hours and stick to it for 3 months.
Okay. Yeah.
And then you can graduate to 24 hours, only one meal.
Yeah, we'll definitely try.
That you see, once you do it for 3 months, it is only once you've done for 3 months, you've seen the result, you experience the goodness. It is only then that you will get the conviction and the courage to go in for 24 hours water fasting.
Okay. Yeah, okay, I'll just try doing 18 hours next week. Yeah, is that?
Yeah, sure, ma'am. All the best.
Thank you.
Yeah, any questions, please? Okay, if there are no questions, basically today I have lined up all my pickles to just show you, and after that we can close the meeting. This is the normal chilies in brine and mustard, white mustard. This is cauliflower in brine again. Then this is garlic and honey. This takes about a month. And this is ginger in honey. This will again take about a month. I am trying it for the first time. It's almost, I think, a week old. So, and the best fermented food is the easily which you can do is with the cucumbers, radish, carrots. And if you recollect, I just happened to recollect one of those visits to the Nani's house was in the summers. After the lunch, one of the mama used to be detailed, and he used to get plates full of tomatoes with salt sprinkled on it, and that is how we had tomatoes. There was no tomato used in the any vegetable preparation. I have hardly seen. I think I have only one, and even in the dal there was no tomatoes that time. Tomatoes, whenever they were bought, were eaten straight away with just sprinkle of with a bit of salt in it. So tomatoes you can actually ferment. It's very easy. I have not done it. Otherwise, I think in a day or two when I do it, I'll take a photo and show it to you. Very simple. Just mark 4 cuts on normal tomatoes and fill it in a glass bottle and sprinkle it with bit of salt. And 24 to 48 hours, they all are good. And you don't have to do anything. You can straight away have them with your food whenever you're eating. I think, thank you very much. If there are no questions, Sunit ma'am, we can close the meeting, ma'am.
Sir, please
Thank you
share
so much,
the
sir. Thank you.
Yeah, any questions?
No, nothing. But we would like you to share the recipe of that garlic dipped in honey and ginger
Nothing.
also.
There is nothing, ma'am. I put garlic, I filled a bottle with garlic and poured honey on top of it and topped it off. That's it. And just left a space open so that fermentation actually, otherwise the lid tightens and it is there. And every day morning I turn it upside down. Like all I do is I just turn it down. It is already 6 weeks, 6 days. You can see some uh, bubbles on top. That's it. No salt, nothing. And similar is with the garlic. Now
Ginger.
the previous one was ginger.
Okay.
Nothing. Now, once it is ready in about 30 days time, you can use it in your food. You can use it anywhere, and it's fermented. You will have all the benefits of it.
Okay. So we can have it first thing in the morning also.
Yeah. Now this is my pickle every day. Actually, I have half a lemon every day. This
Okay.
is about a month old. So I think it is already half. Now in the next visit to the vegetable market, I'll bring another kilo and just stuff it again actually, and and rotate them in a manner that they go below it and the fermentation carries on.
That's great, sir. Like you're really
And
inspiring us.
and the best is lemons. It doesn't require anything. Just 2 ingredients, 3 ingredients: salt, ajwain, and a bit of chili flakes. Again, chili flakes for the good bacteria which are there on the chili.
Okay, sir, I make onion pickle at home. Like I put salt, chili flakes, and rye. So should I
Fantastic,
put?
man. 24 hours it is ready to eat, and you can carry on with it if you don't have to even put it in the refrigerator. It will carry. It is on the dining table. You can carry on eating it for about a month, I think.
Yeah, like my kids are so fond of it. Like want it every time.
All you got to ensure that the brine covers the top, otherwise if it may lead to some molds or fungus.
Okay, so I do need to put water and vinegar in that. Like,
Yeah.
okay,
That
okay.
is there, but they all have to be dipped. You either use some weight or something so that they are pressed down below, and the brine water or the whatever vinegar is above all the onions. That will hold.
Okay, rye won't do. Rye and salt and red chili.
Not required. The vegetable in itself ferments in salt.
Okay.
The water that you pour on top of it actually kills all the bad bacteria. The fermented vinegar that you're putting is just for the taste, and
Okay.
you cover everything below the water surface is to take a precaution so that no, because every time you use you have to open it, and if you open it, the fungus and the pollens or there's everything in the atmosphere, they go and sit there, which leads to mold and fungus. Even if mold and fungus has come above the water surface, just scoop it out and throw it. Rest of the thing is okay, and one should not throw the whole jar. It is good to eat unless you find a change in the taste or it has gone, the fermentation has gone beyond a certain limit where the taste has changed. Then you should be careful. And in any case, onions, I don't think a normal 1 kilo jar also, I don't think with a family of 4 or 3 will last more than a week, I think.
Yeah, in winters it lasted like everybody felt sick and all, but yeah, in summers it won't, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, and I just threw off that kheere wala yesterday because it had all that fungus on it. I kept it for 2 days in the sun, and then we ate it yesterday, but like yesterday in the afternoon, and in the night it had all that fungus on the top. So I thought that it is all bad.
Ma'am, cucumber doesn't take the cucumber. You prepare it lunchtime. By dinner, it is ready to eat.
Yeah, next time I'll do the same.
And you should take a smaller jar for cucumber. The best is you take a jar in which the complete cucumber length can be put, or cut the cucumber to the size of the neck of the jar. And
Okay.
first forcibly put all the cucumber inside the jar. Then pour the brine on top of that, and that will take care of it.
Done. I'll do this next time, sure.
So we eat only the fermented vegetables. What do we do with the brine?
मैं 5 रुपए किलो आता है नमक, अब ब्राइन पे जान लोगे कि उसने काम कर
No.
दिया, अपना फेंक दो, नहीं है तो रीयूज कर लो.
No, I don't understand, sir.
मैम, the salt that you have put is 5 rupees a kg. उसमें
Okay,
आपने
okay. We'll discard it. Okay, okay.
2 स्पून डाले हैं. It has already done its job.
Okay, okay.
It has kept the fermented vegetables away from direct contact with the air, thus not allowing
Okay.
any mold to come up.
Okay. The purpose is served.
Purpose is served. 2 चम्मच के चक्कर में अपनी पूरी फैमिली का रिस्क क्यों लेते हो? फेंको उसको. So make a new one now.
Okay, okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
Hello.
Indra ma'am.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, sorry, I joined just now. Actually,
Okay.
I wanted to ask you a question. In the afternoon, when I lie down for half an hour, my above the knee backside, I have pain, and in the calves, I feel pain. But otherwise, it's okay. At night, it's not there. But in the afternoon, I'm having this pain. Why?
मैम, आप सुबह से घर में हो, थोड़ा सुबह घूमने जाओ.
जी?
Go for a walk in the morning, ma'am.
Acha.
You have had food. Now that food is in the process of digestion. The complete body is focused on it, and you are lying down. So what happens is the lymphatic system, it has to get the toxins from the feet up against the gravity. So this part, if you empty that lymphatic system early in the morning with a small walk or small climbing the stairs, not going down the stairs, climbing the stairs only, ma'am. If you climb the stairs, your knee and the calf muscles will function, and the calf muscles are almost like your heart. They start pumping when you walk. They start pumping the lymphatic system. Lymphatic system pushes the toxins which is collected from the each cell to the nodes. Like initially from the ankle, they'll come to your knees. From knee, they'll go back to your go to the backs, the hips. From hip upward, from the hip upward, they'll move towards the neck.
Okay.
And it has a single flow type of mechanism. I think I explained it in one of the updates also. Like the complete, there are in the complete lymphatic system, there are doors which open upward only. So the moment you do exercise, this pocket shifts up, because there is no heart or motor mechanism for lymphatic system like the heart. Heart pumps the blood, but the lymphatic system comes back only when you move around. And the best exercise is actually spot jumping, because the moment you are jumping, this will open up, and the lymphatic system will push the toxins upwards. because this gate cannot go down. It can only go up. So if the moment it opens up, the toxins move up and the gate closes and doesn't allow to go down. So the best exercise is on the spot jumping. If you cannot jump, that is why I was saying climb the stairs. Once you climb the stairs, your calf muscles will be in action. They will start pressing the lymphatic system and your toxins will move to the node and then to kidney, or probably there will be some which will get out from your skin. Some will reach the kidney in urine. Some will go to the recycle from these somewhere. If it is can be the toxin can be reused, the spleen will do the work, and some of the toxins will get out through the breath as carbon dioxide.
So how many steps should I climb every day?
Very good question. How many stairs can you climb a day, ma'am?
Pardon?
How many stairs can you
Kitna?
climb? How many can you climb?
No. I have 3-story building, so I can climb at a stretch three stories, 60 steps.
Fantastic, ma'am. Is there a lift?
No,
There is no lift.
no lift. No.
Okay. Okay. Then the best thing is go down and come up. Do it for a week. Next week, probably after a month or so, you may do it twice. The more you do, the much healthier you will be.
But you said you have to just go up. So coming down again, I have to come down through the stairs only.
Be careful, ma'am. My basic aim was because of the age. If you go down while going down, the complete pressure comes on the knees, and
Yeah.
that they start paining. So on the next month, 1 month, you just go down from 3rd floor to 2nd floor.
Okay. And
come up.
what about walking, taking a walk 1 or 2 kilometers? Will that be okay, or
Oh,
stair climbing is okay?
that will be much better, ma'am.
Okay. 15-20 minutes walk every day in the morning.
Yeah, there is an update on HIIT, high intensity interval training. Have you read that, ma'am?
Okay. No.
Okay. Just 15 minutes. Basically, you do a brisk walking for 60 seconds. Take a rest of 1 minute. In that resting stage of 1 minute or 2 minutes, I think I have described it. It just take 15 minutes. Once you rest, and it is not 60 seconds, it is I think 8 or 9 or 10 seconds. I think I'm forgetting about the complete timing. You exert so much that your heartbeat goes up, and then you relax in a brisk walk.
Okay.
The relaxation, the brisk walk is relaxation where the heartbeat comes down, and then you again take a sprint for 10 seconds and then again come down. And this whole procedure, I think, will take you 15 minutes. By doing this, you have actually initiated the lymphatic system and moved the toxins to their rightful places.
This I can do on my terrace also then.
Yes. You can do it on your terrace also, between 2 points.
Okay. Yeah. So there's a 30 feet length is there, so I can easily walk so much and do it there only.
Absolutely, ma'am.
Or okay. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay.
Question, sorry to disturb you. But you said about this fermented water now, sir. So for that, if I add
Ma'am, your voice is not clear.
Hello, now?
Now it is clear, ma'am.
Okay, so I was saying this fermented water that you said for the gut, that in the morning, I have to take, supposing 2 glasses of water, and the cucumber, length of the cucumber should soak, right?
Ma'am,
And
there's
after
problem. Ma'am, there's a problem with the voice. Somewhere the mic is, I think, there's a lot of noise coming.
Now, sir, is it okay?
Yeah, now it is okay, ma'am.
Okay. So I was saying to make that water for the gut, that fermented water that you said, so we should take a water that much in which the cucumber is soaked, right?
Ma'am, it is fermenting the cucumber, not the water, ma'am.
So we don't have to drink the water. We just have to eat the cucumber.
Absolutely, ma'am.
Okay, okay. And all this time I was thinking we have to drink the water also.
No, no, ma'am. The fermentation process will start the moment you cut your cucumbers and place it in open.
Okay.
And the salt that we add to the cucumber, the fermentation has started. Like in the morning breakfast time, if you cut the cucumbers and you want them for lunch, you just sprinkle some salt and cover it with a lid. They will be ready. They'll be fermented by lunchtime.
But
Now,
I have
what
to put it in water, right?
I'm coming back. The why we add water is when we have to store it for more than 24 hours.
Okay.
So once we have to store it for more than 24 hours, what we do is we add salt in water. Water, the quantity of water that you have added after having added the cucumber in the container, the salt quantity is 2%.
Okay.
So if you have put 1 liter of water after you have placed the cucumbers, you just have to put 20 grams. That is about 1.5 to 2 spoons. Now this brine, what it will do is, it will keep the cucumbers dipped inside the water and will not allow any mold or fungus.
Okay.
That is the idea, that's all. But
okay. Yes, sir. So the simplest way would be otherwise to just put salt on the cucumber in the morning and cover it and keep it and have it in the afternoon.
yes, that is the best actually, ma'am, because you don't intend now this in the brine, your 3 days of cutting and doing everything is taken care of. That is why you're putting it in brine. And at the same time, once you had cucumbers, you can actually check the brine if it is okay, and you can put radish or carrots in that same brine.
Okay, that will be good. Yes, sir.
You can put that, but with the taste,
So
you will come to know whether to add some salt or not.
Okay, so 1 liter water, 200 grams salt.
No, ma'am.
Then
You fill
20 grams. 20 grams.
No, ma'am. 2%.
2%. 1 liter ka 2%. That is 1000.
Ma'am, देखो ये jar है.
Yes.
This is 1 liter jar, supposing.
Yes. Okay.
I fill it with cucumbers firstly. All the cucumbers here.
Okay.
It will not even take 250 milliliters of water then.
Okay. Yes. Okay.
वो 250 का 0.2 से मल्टीप्लाई करो, 0.02 से तो कितना आएगा मैम? That is point whatever it. So 1 liter में 2 spoon है.
5 grams.
Hardly 1 teaspoon.
Okay. And so we don't have to have the water. We just have to have the vegetables that are soaked in it.
Absolutely, ma'am.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you.
We have to peel the cucumber or put it with the skin?
Ma'am, if you have bought the organic one, you can actually keep the peel. But if you have just gone and bought it from the vegetable market, the peel will contain all the fertilizers.
Yes.
Or the not fertilizers, the
pesticide.
Ma'am.
Yeah.
So it's better to peel it. It will be much better. Or then you will say I am giving you more work. 15 minutes, dip it in salt water. Or sodium bicarbonate, that same COVID protocol. So we are increasing our work. Simply peel it and keep it in the brine. It will be taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
And sir, one more thing. I have to not close the lid completely, no?
No, ma'am, you don't have to close it completely.
Yeah, just little bit open.
Just to cover it.
Gases to escape.
Right.
Otherwise, it will get so tightened that you won't be able to open it.
Okay. Right. Thank you. So the bubbles will form, and I will know that the fermentation process has started.
Yeah, cucumber starts in 1 hour or 2 hours. Carrots and radish, again, it will take about 7-8 hours. And cauliflower will take about a week. And if you are making kimchi or sauerkraut, There actually it will take about a week.
Okay, but it's okay to add cucumber, radish, and carrots together.
Ma'am, I would advise not to do it, but yes, if you intend finishing them in one go, fine. What will happen is the cucumber will get soggy, and it will actually spoil the whole taste.
Yeah. Got it, sir. Thank you.
The best is we can make every day and finish it that day only.
That the best part, ma'am.
So this we can eat in the afternoon as well as dinner time also.
अब देखो मैम, अब आप गड़बड़ कर रहे हो. Fermented food is best in the breakfast and lunch.
Okay.
Once you take a fermented food, तभी तो दादी नानी ने दही नहीं खाने देते थे शाम को मैम. Because the stomach is full, you are putting bacteria. वो वहां जाके भूखा मरेगा, उसके पास खाना नहीं मिलेगा उसको.
So that means we can't eat idli etc. also at night.
Ma'am, idli is fine, dosa is fine in the night, because it is not only fermentation, it has got other ingredients with it, like the carbohydrates, protein. It's a complete mix.
Okay.
Now, what happens with the fermented cucumber, radish, and carrot is that the digestion may take place. The digestion would have taken place if it was not fermented. The sugar would have been there, carbohydrate would be there. We have already broken down all the carbohydrates in the cucumber, carrots, and radish by fermenting it. Because of which the bacteria which was on the good bacteria which was on the peel has grown.
Okay, got it.
It will add trouble. You will have wheezing, cough, cold, or other thing, because वहां पहुंच के ये भूखा आदमी क्या करेगा? It will start eating your gut.
Okay.
So never have the fermented dahi or things like this which has got good bacteria beyond lunchtime. The other second reason is with the sunset, digestion stops.
Yes. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Sir, ये जो fermented foods हम लोग खा रहे हैं, वो हम लोग खाने के साथ ही खाएंगे ना? Or we just have to do that?
मैम, कॉम्प्लिकेट मत करो अपने आप को. आप कभी भी खाओ, खाने से पहले खा लो, खाने के बाद खा लो, कैसे भी खा लो, एक मील में खाओ. When I say एक मील में खाओ, आप ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि you just had rice, gave a gap of 1 hour, then had your fermented food, and then after again give 1 hour. Then you're doing something wrong, because once you eat with one meal, everything can go in, let's say 15, 20, 30 minutes. Everything goes into the stomach and is there's something like a churning of it, a similar action like a mixer grinder, and the whole food is converted into something called chyme, which is basically a smoothie type paste of all the food that you had in one meal. So it doesn't matter कि दो रोटी के बाद खाया कि दो रोटी से पहले खाया, unless you make a gap between them, which is more than about an hour or so, then it gets separated and then it affects the digestion. If you've taken it together, everything will become chyme, ma'am.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
So I have a question.
Yeah, ma'am.
I wish to know, people with high blood pressure are told to reduce the salt intake. So if they're taking this fermented pickles or something which is with the brine, is it okay for them or?
Ma'am, firstly, it is 2%. In a jar of 1 liter, if you have put about, let's say, 3 or 4 cucumbers, it will get covered, which I just mentioned. So you will be just adding about 100 to 250 milliliters of water. The 250 milliliters of water, 2% will be just 4 grams of 5 grams, which is much less than the salt that you use for normal day cooking.
Okay.
Secondly, The heart patients are told to reduce salt, reduce reduction of salt, because here you are not eating any salt. The salt is for the protection and killing the bad bacteria in the vegetables. It is not for eating. You are not supposed to take the brine with your food. You can be a bit more cautious. Take a sieve, take out all the fermented vegetables, keep them on some sort of a sieve where the excess of brine also drains out. And then you have that.
All right. And in the
So,
second case, you said that if you don't want to put it in the brine water, if you just cut them into pieces and sprinkle some salt in the morning and
yeah,
have it in the afternoon, are
yeah,
we supposed to wash the cucumber before serving, or we have it like that only then?
you have it like that only, ma'am.
So then you have salt in it because it's not mixed with water.
It is very less salt, ma'am. I am saying a pinch of salt,
Hmm.
primarily to draw out the vegetables water. The moment you put salt, water will come out, ma'am.
Exactly right.
And in that water, the fermentation will start.
And then we don't have that water. We just have the cucumber, you're saying.
Ma'am, if you keep it for 2-3 hours, that water would have dried up in this weather, ma'am, in a small bowl also.
Okay.
So little bit will be there. It will not affect the BP, ma'am. You,
All right.
as it is, if you're on a bland diet, because of that you're not supposed to eat salt, then the best thing is keep it in the open with bit of water. It will still ferment. It will take a longer time.
Right.
And you will have to finish it off fast, because otherwise the molding or the fungus will be attracted towards them.
Right, right. Okay,
Like,
thank you.
like a simple fruit, I'm telling you, ma'am, pomegranate.
Mm-hmm.
The moment you've got all the seeds in a bowl,
Mm-hmm.
you can try it for the night also. Like if someone is diabetic, it's the best for diabetic. Just sprinkle some salt on pomegranate seeds and leave it on the dining table overnight. In the morning, what will happen? It is fermented. It has reduced the sugar content and it is fermented. This is the best thing for the diabetic person. If you have, like today, I think my wife had the papaya with the salt kept overnight.
So anything kept overnight using salt, you say that it's beneficial, but what I was made to understand was that you should never sprinkle salt over your fruits or your salad and have it like that, because I don't know. Yeah. At the
Ma'am,
same time, yeah.
that sprinkling is not the way you sprinkle it in your food. How do you add salt to the food? You start with a teaspoon.
Right.
Here I'm saying just a pinch of it, ma'am. Primarily to make it, and you shake it. So primarily it gets the salt is everywhere. Primarily salt there is to draw out the fruit's water. In case of pomegranate,
Okay.
to start the fermentation. At the same time, it's a safety mechanism for molds and fungus.
Okay. So when you sprinkle the salt, you keep it overnight, you keep it out only. You don't keep it in the
Out of,
refrigerator.
yeah,
Even
yeah,
in
ma'am.
summers, even with in hot weather conditions.
Yes. In summers, what you do, you open your those drawers, which is dark. Keep it there, ma'am. Which is a bit lower temperature, those under the sill, ma'am.
Okay.
Or the top drawers or the windows that you have there,
Right.
or in some dark place.
All
And
right.
fermentation is, ma'am, very, very personal specific. The main thing is the temperature controls the amount of fermentation. So
Correct.
if I tell you, okay, keep it overnight, it may go bad next day. You have kept it somewhere where the temperature shot up in the night. It may go bad, or the temperature has dipped. Nothing will happen. So the amount of time, the curdling that takes place, the curd, once you making curd in your home, if you're making
Right.
milk, the time that it takes for a curd, in winters it is a longer time, in the summers it is a shorter time. It's primarily because of the rise in
Temperature.
temperature or fall in temperature.
Correct. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you so much. Yes.
Yeah, any questions? I think it is 4:22.
Thank you very much, sir.
Okay, welcome, ma'am. Okay, we can end the meeting. I think I'll end it from here on. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir.